In our district, we are not having any problem as concerning land until oil was found in Olisa. And for us here initially, our land is communal. We own it communally. But the coming of oil brought us differences. Rango started for land. You see, we are in a raw place. So those who have knowledge on land and the use of land, we believe that they live in Kampala and other places there. So they started coming in, because for them they had already foreseen what our land here is beneficial.
As a group, we are very, very privileged to be part of Uganda's historical journey to becoming an oil-producing country. Therefore, with our background and years of experience, we feel very optimistic that we will be able to make use of our rich experience to deliver the Lake Albert project in a socially and environmentally responsible manner, so as to bring about the much anticipated social and economic benefits from the country's resources.
There are serious human rights violations done by Total and to some extent government. The delayed compensation involved, forced displacement involved, grievance management system which are not really favoring. We have seen that indigenous communities they are not recognized. Total and government deciding for people, they don't give people a chance to negotiate over their properties.
I raised a lot of voice. I said, the people, the money, the amount you are giving to these people is too low, because land is not something cheap. They took the advantage of our people being ignorant. It is me who wrote on posters that no 21 million, no land. Because we had agreed that if the nation, something less than 21 million, we shall not accept. Let us all leave the venue. People remained seated. About 5 of us left the venue. Then the minister declared that the government is going to compensate 3.5 million only, which some of us never consented to. The price of land is determined by the chief government valuer. But for us, we are saying there was nobody who was selling his land. This time it was the government which wanted our land. Therefore, if you want something from me, when I have not told you to come and take that thing, then it is me to decide, not you to decide.
For those that have primary residences on the land, about 30 people, houses were constructed for them, and these houses were handed over, I think, about a month or so ago, complete with the titles. Then in addition, there are livelihood restoration programs that are implemented for the communities. We have beekeeping projects that are ongoing. We have agriculture development. Cassava is very big in the area, so there is cassava improvement that is ongoing. The project affected persons are given seedlings. There are vegetable gardens that have been set up and the like, and there are also vocational skills training that is also ongoing as part of livelihood restoration. So it's important to appreciate that the compensation process is not just about paying cash to people. There's been a delay in some of these projects, yes, that is very regrettable, but there are other mechanisms in place to cater for that delay. For example, there's a disturbance allowance that's of about 15 to 30% that's given to the project affected persons, provided for by the law.
Atie kushwer fin sana ikom company pa total ku company zo miro mo mutie ingamo eni ikum gibedien kudwango gin sheke mawatimo ginano wa veshalu le ve yedi ke kun ke wa yedi dengo wa danu ve gin pirangoni ke mushula wango sha wa mitu nyuti wa de fe ka woni eni mu penya ruongo shing mashango ugam penji mo de ka woni eni.
Furu mana te pas para kisha bei inamo bei ma deketi bei champeri bei ma koningo konene ije ai jumchuli sende maramu nya mondengo chalo ni ndo mukato dagi kade ngom chol mandambe wadoto kwe niwachi shididoti do kama wanu haramu doto wache shane washidoto kane uitum.
We are very cognizant that it's a complex project because of you know the environment within which it has to be developed, the national park, and also south of the Nile where the facilities will be moved and we have to resettle people. However, we are committed to ensuring that we do this based on international best practices, respecting the national laws, and also ensuring that there is continuous dialogue and involvement of the people that will be affected by the project.
When it comes to the pipeline area, the surveys were concluded and we're expecting the disclosures to start in the next 2 weeks. So disclosure is a process of where we go on ground and tell the project affected persons, this is what your entitlement is, these are the livelihood restoration programs, and then after this process is concluded, then the actual compensation can start.
When Total, they are coming to do their work in the community, they don't inform community people like women, youths, any person. For them, they just link with the LC1 only to inform, hello LC1, tomorrow we are in your village, we are going to do this thing on the spot. They went in the garden to follow the flow line. You know the flow line we have been passing at the people gardens. Why don't you go in my garden? I'm not around. I don't know what you are doing inside. That's why I'm saying those people, they have information grab.
When land was being grabbed, when land was being sold, it was a woman and children who were suffering. It was a woman and children, because some men were selling land without the notice of the woman and the children. And in the long run, you find that it's a woman who is homeless, who doesn't have land.
Kite maneno nya kelo rasho. Mo kelo rasho. Ka kite ma juchuko dar ko rasho sha upe ekelo do rasho marasha.
We shall either displace ourselves or shall be displaced by those people. I just say that maybe God, I don't know what, maybe God hated why was oil found in Ulisa. I cast the founding of oil in Ulisa because it will not help us. We cannot stop the government. We cannot fight the government resource. Still, we don't have to stop. We have to continue arguing with the government, see what can they do. It can be a fair compensation to individuals. It can be fair to the whole community. Like the community I told you can gain or can benefit from having good schools, good roads, good water, and good health centers.